Did anyone else get goosies? I got goosies. That's why I have wine. Cheers.
Oh, there you go. So wanted to tell you a couple things. First of all, I sent you all the magic number. And what the magic number is, you heard those incredible recruiting numbers from Jean and Judy. And trust me, even though the company is having off the charts numbers, you are probably one of the top teams with recruiting numbers this month. All of you. I'm not doing that myself. You are all doing it together, okay? And we are sharing this business with more people than we ever have. We have just broken. She was right. 80 was our top number over my last 22 years in this business. 81, we have broke a record, and we have a huge week in front of us. So it's even possible we might hit 100, okay? So with that said, what that number is, unless you're a brand new director, then I just stuck a number of 5 in. But that is the number of consultants that that joined your personal team, and includes your personal recruiting, all of last year in 2016. Now, some of you are looking at that number and saying, oh my goodness, we've already totally blown that away. And some of you may find that it's a little lower, or you're surprised at that number. And what I know is, the one thing I know is, the minute I started setting a goal, and believe it or not, I've never set a recruiting goal like this before, where I actually tracked it every day. Look, we are already into the second Share the Love board. And I also have one here for my personal team, as you can see. And look how that is actually supposed to be January through June. And as you can see, we're getting really filled up, and it's probably going to have to reset some goals. But the minute I started tracking that, actually setting a goal and actually tracking it, I realized how important that was, and how much I was doing you a disservice by not helping each one of you set these recruiting goals. Now, some of you, team recruiting goals, your personal team recruiting goals, okay? And I know some of you have this already, and my hat's off to you, and that's probably why you have some pretty awesome recruiting going on. But my guess is that most of you don't, because I didn't. But I want to make sure that in April, May, and June, that you are not only setting goals, but tracking them too. And I have these Share the Love boards. If you want to use those, I'll even help you adjust it so that it has the number of hearts you need to track, okay? But that magic number is a starting point. Some of you may go up, some of you may go down. I'm guessing most of you will double it, or maybe even triple it. We recruited 447 consultants last year, and based on my personal recruiting goals and adding up, like it was a 10% marginal increase, 10 or 20%, that's where I came up with the 500 for the year. But what I didn't take into consideration is that so many of you were going to have incredible goals for yourself and for your teams to promote to executive teams and senior executive teams and advanced teams. And with that comes much bigger growth. So I'd like our numbers to be a lot more accurate. And so that's what that magic number is. So any questions on that? And I would love for you to share your board with me, or share your number, your new number for the year. And we're going to be looking at it by quarter. So April, May, and June. Break it down into a quarter.
Where did you put that number that you're talking about?
So I emailed it. I actually messaged it to every director today in Messenger.
Okay.
It said, here's your magic number. So just two of our two newest directors, Christy and Darla, I just threw a number in there because obviously they didn't have really recruiting numbers last year. But that is probably totally, you probably don't even want to use that. Okay, so that's what that's all about. And I really would like, by the time we talk to Jean with our entire teams, I would love for you to have some goals in place before next Sunday. Okay, so I'd love for you to share them with me, send me a picture of them, share the number with me, and also share them with your team, because I think that'll play a major role in the potential growth opportunity for you too. You know, this isn't just about our whole team growing. This is really an opportunity for every one of us to grow together. And you see the numbers, you hear the numbers, you hear the recruiting. We've been posting them, right? You know it's out there. So I just want to know what piece of that puzzle you want, because it's going to be huge. And I know a lot of you have dreams, big dreams. You know, some of you need to make so much money a month, and this can truly help you. And our path, our commitment to moving forward and moving the bus forward brings you more income, brings you more growth, brings the whole team more. So this is really about all of us doing this together. Okay, so any questions on the number? Magic number. All right, you guys are all in? Everybody's going to get a goal together? And call me, call Claudia, call Claire, talk to us about your goals if you kind of just can't set one. I don't care if you even just pull one out of the air. I want you to have a goal by next Sunday, okay? I don't care what it is. And then the next thing I wanted to tell you about was we are going to be, to support you, we are going to be starting weekly director chats. But we wanted your opinion about this because we've heard from new directors that, you know, they need some extra support. Sometimes they're overwhelmed as a new director. You know, they've got new roles, new duties, and they're still trying to do their own sales and help new consultants, and they need a little bit of guidance. But then we thought, you know what? There may be some directors that would love to join in on these calls and just listen in and maybe just ask some random questions that kind of come up. So tell me what, anybody interested in this? Can I raise your hands if you're interested? Do you have any interest in these weekly director chats? You can just dial in and ask whatever questions. Okay, so it looks like a few of you are. So we didn't know if we should do it in the evening or the daytime. We were actually thinking we might do it right before the moving up call on Wednesday evenings for like 30 or 40 minutes. Does that sound like something that might be, you know, I mean, many of you will probably be participating in that call or maybe another director call. We find Wednesdays usually are not big show nights. But anybody have a conflict with that? Or comments? We don't want to create things that we don't need. But I think there are some of you that maybe would love to have just some one-on-one guidance or small group guidance. And that's what this would be. Comments? Questions? You know, sometimes we just need a place to blow off any frustration, especially in the next 3 months. It's going to, you know, we're going to have some big goals and we're going to want to brainstorm things too. So I want you to know that there's always, my door's always open, my chat's always open. You can always contact me and certainly your upline. But we're thinking it might be fun to do it together with a group of you. Okay, well, it sounds like there's no questions on that. And let's see, was there anything else? Oh, the Moving Up program. So I know the GEM team has their own direct-to-bound program, so this really wouldn't apply to you. But, you know, the Moving Up program is 2 parts, okay? So people that have 6 to 8 shows and are committed to promoting to director in April, and we'll have lots of extra service and opportunities and lots of extra training and one-on-one. And they have to register via email for that program and include that they want to be in the pilot. I think we have 10 or 12 already. Do we have our 12, Claudia? We're getting really close.
Yeah, I think last time I checked it was 11. So they have to submit their tracker with 6 shows and they have to tell us why. And it's, I mean, the stories we're getting is, yeah, goosebumps. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, we are going to really hold people to the shows because, you know we can't promote people without shows. And so we will start a wait list once, once we fill up. But the second part of that is the Moving Up program will have weekly training every Wednesday night. You should be encouraging all your consultants to get on this. There's no show minimum, and it will be a great opportunity. What are you doing, Cindy? Cindy's all excited. Wait, we got to unmute.
Mute yourself. Unmute.
Wait a minute. Unmute.
I get a message because Donna knows I'm getting kind of nervous because everybody's recruiting and I feel like I'm getting left behind and I haven't been able to do it. And I just got a message. Cindy, call me. I want to become a consultant.
Yay!
I needed that bad.
Congratulations! Yay! Yes. Know that it is out there and you just got to be asking, right, Cindy? Congratulations.
I was
So
just
the-
getting bummed out because everybody's recruiting out the wazoo, and I'm like, Donna, I can't even. It's not happening, and so I just got a message.
You got to believe. You got to believe in us. We will not steer you wrong, will we? Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay, so any questions about the Moving Up program? Because we do want you to know it's available for everyone, and this is the perfect time if they're not 100% committed with their shows. I mean, maybe they don't, have everything together yet in April, but we want to get them in this Moving Up program so that they'll be ready in May or June. Remember that we're going through a 3-month qualification, and our goal will be to be promoting as many directors, not only in April, but also in May and June. I'm not sure how the pilot will go and if we will continue the pilot on, but from what I see, I don't know.
Sherry Carter. Mute her.
All right.
There you go.
Sorry. There we go. Okay, we got you muted. You got all excited, Sherry. All right. So, did any questions on that? I just want to.
Can we just add, like, if you have a team member in the Moving Up program, we expect you to be part of it, so you know what we're doing with them. And also, if you're looking to just strengthen yourself or to re-promote yourself, to director in your 90 days, or if you want to move up the career plan to be in that program, because what we're doing is obviously working on recruiting more shows. So it's not only going to help people that want to promote to director, but also people that want to strengthen their directorship or, move up to the next level before conference.
Yeah, we will definitely be expecting, if you have a participant, that you will be involved in the program, because we can't support folks, we can't support everybody individually. So they will need some one-on-one time, and that is your best way to grow your team too, is be involved in that. And I just have to say that if your goal is to promote to promote to advanced director, or to promote to senior director, or even executive, the number one thing you should be doing is re-promoting yourself every month, because that will put you in line. And having someone in one of the director bound programs, either our Moving Up or the GEMS director bound, by having someone participating and you participating actively and re-promoting yourself every month, okay, you literally will move up so quickly. That is your path, okay? And we gave you all the training. What I'm really excited about with this program, this Good to Grow program, is the timing of it was perfect. Because we took this time as we were building this massive army coming in, 81 new consultants, right? We were working on learning some new skills to help our new consultants get off to a fast track. So you have all that training, whether you participated in it or not. It is now in an Evernote. Every every script is right there. And we will be using that with every new recruiter. We will make that available for new recruiters. So by the time they become directors, it's going to be so second nature to them. So this is a really great tool for you. And throughout this program, we've also shared about the value and the importance of doing 8 shows. And 8 and 2, so many of you shared your testimonials on how life-changing it was to just change your business up to 8 shows and 2 recruits a month. And many of you are blowing that out of the water. I mean, the recruiting this month, you saw the numbers. I mean, how many of you, many of you on this team recruited 2 already, and many 3, 4, 5. And I think the month isn't over, so I can't wait to see where we end up.
And we have our opportunity event tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So don't forget about adding people to that group. That group is exploding right now. And you guys are just on there, pumping each other up and helping these people overcome their objections. And it's just amazing to watch. So make sure you ask for permission for your potentials to be added on to this group as well.
Yeah. I just got a message from one of my virtual hosts that I just added to the group, and she's ready. So it's, pretty awesome. to make sure that you are taking advantage of that. We will have some kind of a sign-on bonus when they sign on, tomorrow night. We'll do some kind of a drawing for those that do decide to get started. And we will have some kind of a Google form that they fill out to be in the drawing. Teams that are doing these, many teams are doing these weekly, and we will be discussing, I'd love your feedback if you'd like to have these more often. Over the next few months, this might be a great thing to have weekly, not monthly, weekly, so that, we can make it also one of the homeworks for our director bound and our moving up people to always have new people being invited to it, okay? So it's been huge, but take advantage. Let's see how Monday goes, and then we'll discuss about adding more. So you have tons of opportunity here to grow right now, still in March, and gear up your team so that you can be green by 15 just with some of these new consultants. I mean, that will just really set the groundwork there. And mark your calendar for our national team rally on April 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern time with Jean Jonas and Judy Joel. I'm so thrilled they're taking their Sunday nights to be with us. It's so important to them. Okay, Claudia, so is there any other announcements or any questions first? So I'm going to send these recordings out in 3 parts to any director that is not on the call. So the last thing that we're going to be doing today, let me shut this off then.